I mean, why not? So into the mid-2016, we're almost nearing the date of the earthquake, and there seems to be no recovery at all. Looking at the cultural heritage sites, it still looks like despite that, why am I saying about visit Nepal 2016? Because you see, people love to see destruction. It's a fact. Is this thing distracting? I'm just keeping it. So things like a hill tumbling down, things like earthquake videos on the YouTube, millions and millions of views over there. When it was there, like nobody gave a shit. It was just there, bike parking. But when it came down, I mean, like literally a huge, like Woodstock, and I'm not really sure why government does not insist on taking advantage from those kind of things. And I mean no offense to anyone. If we just could decorate or the thing with photos of the people that died there, we could have exhibitions of the people who died there, because it's lives, and that could pull off money. I'm just being logical. Tarara, it's like a tower, it has history, but no tourist would come there and see and go like, wow. Until and unless you are Stone Age man from 10,000 years ago. Because if it were a Nobbe Tallako building, then it would be really cool. But 9 Talla, really sorry. So next time you make it, make sure you can make a no talle building strong enough, or just don't make it. It's just taking more lives every 70 years. And the Darbar squares, tang tang tang. I'm so proud that in 1 year our government has been able to clean the mess. In 1 year, it was hard, but they cleaned it. That's all they did, and we should be proud. Nepal's economy depends highly on tourism industry. The idea of a tourism here is to bring in as much tourists as possible. Why are we not doing it when we need it the most? Our economy is 10 years backwards now. So what can people like us do to help it? Besides the Buddha and Mount Everest thing.
Buddha was born.
Oh God!
Buddha was born in Nepal.
Oh, please! I mean, it is cool that Buddha was born in Nepal, but that's the only thing we seem to be crying about for ages now. I mean, it is cool that a person from Nepal introduced a religion that is so widespread. In 2000 years, is Buddha the only person we are proud of? Isn't there anyone who went international, who made it as big as Buddha? See, he doesn't care where he was born. He wanted the world to be a more peaceful place, not only Nepal. You can dislike here if you want, but for me, people rallying about Buddha was born in Nepal, spending hours and hours when they even don't know anything about the whole religion, it makes no sense. It would be so much better if you would invest your time in making Lumbini a better place. Go clean those streets. I mean, and Mount Everest, which is another big gem, with 7 other very tall mountains. We have 8 of the most highest mountains in the world in our country. Like 8 of the 10 most highest. Like 8. That's just 2 short of 10. Like 1, 2. Even if there are no heritage sites, no trekking routes, people will still come here in the years to come for mountaineering. Because if you want to go climb a high mountain, you have to be here in Nepal. So mountaineering could be the key factor that could continuously be bringing tourists for our country. But that's not my point. From my assumption, I believe that very few people have seen the actual Mount Everest with their eyes. How do you fight about something that you've not even seen in your life? What if it's not there? What if everyone was lying to you? What if there has never been a Mount Everest? The fact that we ourselves have never really gone on to explore our own country cannot sell tourism. I mean, every Friday night in the pub or bhatti is alright for you, I guess, but you should really start traveling. I know our culture really does not influence a lot of traveling, and I know your parents won't allow you to do much, But we gotta start changing perspective. You know, you and I, we gotta start. To be a good host, you should learn how to travel. We know our country is small but very beautiful. But despite having all of the things that we have, and every country has its own goodness and richness, you can ask any tourist, any person who's traveling here, and they would always say that Nepali people are the nicest people in the world. Besides a few teenagers. If you were to choose, would you go for a rich party with or a bhattiko party with some nice people? I knew it. High five. I'm waiting. I'm thinking of coming to an initiation, and in this coming year from Boisak 2072, I'm trying to travel as much as possible and make videos as much as possible. I don't know, I just want to create something that might be useful, because that's the only thing I am capable of doing. So that's kind of my main point that I wanted to make for you guys. I will be using hashtag travel Nepal for all of the videos that I will be doing, and I want you guys to follow it too, because Visit Nepal sounds just too commercial, and it just makes you feel like you want people coming in here, not the people here traveling to Nepal. Because you know, if you're Nepali, you don't have to visit Nepal because you're already in Nepal. You just have to travel Nepal. So I want more local tourism, and whenever you upload something, you could use the travel hashtag travel Nepal, and it could just build up. We could come up with something that's really huge. So that's my whole point. And if anyone wants to collaborate or do something creative, Nepal is not a big place. You can just message me down below, or we could hang out anywhere and discuss a few ideas. I want it to be non-commercial, but that's something which would benefit local communities. I would love to do work like that. And I guess that's it. So, music.
Tenzing was born in Nepal. He is the best.